Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be Friday fragrance review. I figured that I would start this review kind of early today because I'm off of work and I wanted to go ahead and make sure I put this up so I'm not late for the last two reviews. So I wanted to make sure this was up on Friday, guys. But this is going to be a fragrance that is from the OAKCHA brand. It's a really popular one. It's supposed to be their version of Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. So it's the famous fragrance that sorry, that Rihanna is supposed to smell like. But this is what the box looks like from OAKCHA. It's a really pretty pink box, and it's got the gold, like, OAKCHA name on it. And then down here, it's got, like, the gold lettering, too. And then it's just pink all the way up until the back. You guys can see that okay. Let's see. This back just says long-lasting extract formula, vegan and cruelty-free, paraben and sulfate-free, and scents for everyone. That's what it says on the back there. Then when you open the box, it looks like this. It's got like the black housing for the perfume. This is the perfume bottle, you guys. So this is what it's going to look like when you get it. So this is what the perfume will look like in its house. See, and it says Sweet Addict, and it also came with this card too. I've ordered a couple other fragrances from OAKCHA from the candy line, and I've never gotten little cards with this, but this is a card that came with it. Sorry, that was upside down, but it says Sweet Addict. But there's that, and then right here it's going to tell you like about the pulse points and what's the best part to do with them. Here, I'll read a little bit. It says target pulse points, wrist, neck, and behind the ears. You get the gist. Anywhere that there's a pulse, body heat will do the rest. So it's basically telling you that the places to have the fragrance on is going to be where it's warmest on your skin, which is the wrist, the neck, behind the ears. Some people even do behind their knees. I've done that a little bit this week too. So that's just like another thing that you can do. And it also says here, hit the mark with every spritz. Keep the bottle at arm's length, about 6 inches away when spritzing your signature scent. It says refresh with layering, re-up on fragrance after a few hours for a boost. So that's just like you would do on any fragrance. And then more is less. A little goes a long way, so keep spritzing minimally to avoid overpowering or headache-inducing levels. Keep it cool. This is where it tells you how to store your perfumes. Store your scents in a place far away from sunshine and heat to preserve that freshness. So my OAKCHA fragrances are going to stay in their boxes because I like the presentation of them. So that's where they are going to be stored. And I do have them in a little spot over here on my 9 cube specifically for my OAKCHA scents. Alright, let me go ahead and take this fragrance out. I'm going to spray it on the box because I'm going to be wearing something different today. But the spray is really pretty on it. It's a really nice spray. Ooh, honey, ooh. It's really freaking good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the notes are and everything in this fragrance. So, the notes for the OAKCHA's Sweet Addict, I'm going to have it like this. Okay, so the top notes for this are bergamot, neroli, pink pepper, rose. Mid notes are rose, honeysuckle, marshmallow, orange blossom. Base notes are civet, labdaranium, vanilla, and white musk. So for me, this smells, if you guys like cotton candy, this is a really good cotton candy fragrance. For me, it smells like Bodycology's cotton candy, but it has a little bit of a different note to it. I think it's that pink pepper that gives it a little bit of a different note. So it's definitely a really pretty fragrance. I like it a lot. I'm happy to have it in the collection. But it does smell like a basic cotton candy fragrance to me with a little bit of maybe a peppery note. And I'm thinking that peppery note is coming from the pink pepper. It might even be coming from the neroli. But it's really nice. If you guys like cotton candy, you're going to love this one. The longevity on this one is actually good for fall, winter, and spring seasons. I don't think this would be a really good one for summertime. I think it might be a little bit too cloying for summertime, so definitely I would stick to the colder / getting into hotter months. So fall, winter, and spring would be appropriate in my opinion for this fragrance. Daytime wear is appropriate for this too. I would wear something that's a lot more stronger in the nighttime for me, just personally. The longevity for this fragrance on my skin, I get about 5 hours before I have to reapply that, and I reapply it. And I have heard really good reviews on this. I've heard that people have gotten anywhere from 8 to 10 hours with this fragrance. Just for me, I didn't get that. I got about 5 hours before I would have to reapply the fragrance, which still isn't bad. I do enjoy it. The Ciliage in this is moderate. It's not one of those fragrances that you're going to spray and it's been gone in 30 minutes. It will stick with you for quite some time. It's moderate. It's not beast mode or headache inducing, at least to my nose. I didn't get any people saying that it didn't smell good around me. I actually got a couple compliments this week on it from people. When I was taking clothes out of their dressing room or putting clothes into their dressing room, they could smell it as I was walking away from it because it left the nice little scent trail behind. So it will do that. If you're looking for something that's going to get you compliments, it will do that. But on my scale of 1 to 10 for this one, I like it a lot, but it's not one of those ones that I'm in love with. So I'm going to give this a rating on a 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 rating. I'm going to go ahead and give this like a 6 for me. I do enjoy the fragrance. I'm happy to have it in my collection. But this is not one that I would reapply, nor would I go out and get the $400 fragrance, just because I don't have $400 to spend on a perfume at this time. And if I was going to spend $400 on a perfume, I would want it to smell something that would be, to me, like, just something that's like otherworldly. This is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but the fragrance I would spend a lot of money on is going to be otherworldly for me. This just doesn't. I do love the fragrance, guys, so don't think I'm hating on the fragrance. I am not. I do like it a lot. I'm happy to have it in the collection, but this is just not one I would repurchase. So those are my thoughts for the Sweet Addict by OAKCHA. Thank you, OAKCHA, for having these dupes. They're really amazing. I love your Basic Union dupe. That's probably one of my favorite ones for Prada Paradox, because you guys know Prada Paradox, the intense version, is my baby. I will buy that one again and again and again as soon as I'm done with my bottle. However, I've got like 90% still of my bottle left, so and since I have the Basic Union, which is the regular Paradox, I don't see myself going through the Intense anytime soon. I do wear the Intense on special occasions, but sorry guys, that's a little bit away from the Sweet Addict. I do love the Sweet Addict. I think it's a really nice fragrance to have in your collection if you're interested on what the Killian Love Don't Be Shy smells like. But it's not something that I would go out and buy the actual Killian Love Don't Be Shy fragrance, because I'm not about to spend that money on that. But the OAKCHA brand is a really nice way to try that. Alright guys, so now the next fragrance I'm going to do is another one by OAKCHA. This one is probably one that I would buy multiple times, because I have the Authentic fragrance. It is absolutely one of my babies, but you can't get it anymore. It's been discontinued. But if I move this, you guys see this box right here. This is the Marc Jacobs Decadence. This is the actual Decadence. I love this fragrance. I'm so happy to have this in the collection. But I only have the 1.7 ounce fragrance, so I don't wear that very much because I don't have a lot of it to use or anything. But as you guys can see, I'm going to lift this up a bit. Hopefully you can see up here. Okay, so on the corner right here, if you see, guys, this is a real awkward filming angle for me, but let me bring it up a little bit more. Okay, so on the shelf here, you know what, I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna, whatever, I'm an idiot. If you look on the corner there, on that corner, you can see that there's Decadence there. That is another Decadence that I bought, but I bought that, I think, on Amazon or eBay. I spent like $70 for it to hopefully get the Authentic Marc Jacobs Decadence, since they discontinued it. I really like the fragrance, but the longevity of it is not like the Authentic. For this one, I get about maybe 4 or 5 hours out of it, but the Authentic Marc Jacobs Decadence gets me like 12 plus hours. It is beast mode. This one's good too, but the longevity is just not there. That's why I'm hoping that the OAKCHA that I have on this one here, the dupe, this is the OAKCHA dupe for Marc Jacobs Decadence. I haven't seen anybody review it yet on YouTube, so I'm super excited to do my own review on it. But as you guys can see, this is the card. Sorry, guys. It's called Lavish. So if you guys want a Marc Jacobs Decadence dupe, but you can't find the actual Marc Jacobs, go with Lavish. Just by spraying this perfume in the box or on the card, it's decadence, you guys, and I'm super excited to have it. The difference between this bottle and the other one is this one you can see has got like a matte detail on it, but it's beautiful too, and I'm super excited to be rocking this next week. So if you guys want to know what my thoughts are for the OAKCHA's Lavish / Decadence from Marc Jacobs, please stay tuned to next week's review, and I am going to put that up. I'm super excited to have this, super excited to see the longevity and how this guy performs, because if it's anything like Decadence, guys, this is going to be a hit, and I will buy 4 or 5 more bottles of this. Alright guys, I hope you liked that review for the, from OAKCHA's Sweet Addict, aka Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and I will get back to you when they're posted, when you guys leave a question or whatever. Please, if you guys if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'm still a small channel, and I love my new subscribers and my old subscribers. I love you guys too. I think I have 1,800 subscribers and growing. I love you guys. So if you want to know more about my thoughts on certain fragrances, let me know and become part of my fragrance community, guys. All right, bye.